Are you tired of playing financial catch-up? Feeling like true wealth is always just out of reach? What if I told you there's a timeless, powerful principle honed over centuries in Chinese culture that has quietly built empires and secure futures? A principle that most financial gurus completely overlook. Hey there, and welcome to a journey that will fundamentally change how you think about money, success, and lasting prosperity. Forget the latest stock market trends, the crypto hype, or those get-rich-quick schemes that promise the world and deliver disappointment. We're about to uncover a hidden gem, a simple yet profoundly effective Chinese rule that has enabled families to accumulate massive wealth, not through luck, but through sheer strategic genius. This isn't some mystical secret. It's a practical, actionable approach that anyone, regardless of their current income or background, can apply to achieve genuine financial freedom. If you've ever wondered how some people just seem to effortlessly build generational wealth while others struggle paycheck to paycheck, then stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to start building your own financial dynasty. The Chinese rule we're diving into today isn't found in any ancient scrolls or obscure texts. It's woven into the very fabric of Chinese business philosophy and family values, and it can be boiled down to one incredibly potent concept: long-term patient accumulation through relentless frugality and strategic investment. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, "Oh, just save money," understand this. It's not just about saving. It's about a multifaceted, disciplined approach that prioritizes consistent, sustainable growth, meticulously mitigates risk, and cultivates financial stability designed to last not just years, but generations. Think of it like bamboo. A bamboo seed is planted, and for the first few years, you see almost nothing above ground. You water it, you nurture it, but there's no visible progress. Most people would give up. But beneath the surface, that bamboo is building an incredibly strong root system, preparing for explosive growth. Then, in the 5th year, it suddenly shoots up, growing 90 feet in just 6 weeks. The Chinese wealth rule operates on this same principle: patient, deliberate groundwork that leads to exponential, almost unbelievable results over time. Historically, this principle manifested in several key ways. For centuries, Chinese merchant families, particularly those along the Silk Road, didn't just trade goods. They traded in patience. They understood that quick profits were fleeting, but carefully cultivated relationships, diversified investments, and especially the relentless reinvestment of earnings created lasting power. They weren't just saving for a rainy day, they were saving to buy the next camel caravan, to open another trading post, or to invest in their children's education. An investment that always paid the highest dividends. One of the cornerstones of this rule is what many might call extreme frugality. But it's not about being cheap, it's about being incredibly intentional with every single penny. It's about understanding the true cost of things and distinguishing between needs and wants with surgical precision. Imagine a young Chinese immigrant arriving in a new country with nothing but the clothes on their back and an unbreakable spirit. Their first priority isn't a fancy car or a big house. It's to live on as little as possible, save every spare cent, and then strategically deploy that capital. They might work multiple jobs, pooling resources with family members, all while delaying gratification to an extent that would shock many in modern Western societies. This isn't deprivation for deprivation's sake. It's a powerful wealth-building engine. Every dollar saved isn't just a dollar. It's a seed that can be planted to grow into 10, then 100, then 1,000. Consider the story of a man named Li. Li started a small noodle shop. Instead of spending his early profits on expanding his personal lifestyle, he lived modestly, often sleeping in the back of his shop. Every extra dollar went back into the business, better ingredients, a new wok, eventually hiring a helper. He didn't take large loans. He grew organically, fueled by his own reinvested profits and meticulous savings. His neighbors might have seen him as frugal, perhaps even struggling, but what they didn't see was the robust financial foundation he was building. After a decade, Lee didn't just have one noodle shop, he had three, all self-financed, all highly profitable. He then started buying the buildings they operated in, turning operational costs into assets. This is the essence of the rule. Delay personal gratification, prioritize reinvestment, and let time work its magic on your accumulated capital. Now, let's talk about the strategic investment part. It's not about high-risk gambles. It's about smart, diversified plays that protect capital while allowing for steady growth. For generations, real estate has been a favored investment, providing both stable income and appreciation. Education is another massive area of investment, seen not as an expense, but as an asset that will appreciate through higher earning potential and social mobility. And perhaps most importantly, they invest in their community and network. Building strong relationships, a concept known as guanxi, is a form of social capital that pays dividends in business opportunities, partnerships, and mutual support during lean times. It's a long-term investment in people that fosters trust and opportunity, something often undervalued in more individualistic cultures. The problem many face today is the relentless pressure of instant gratification. We live in a world that screams, buy now, pay later, get rich quick, and experience everything immediately. This mentality is the exact opposite of the Chinese wealth-building rule. It leads to consumer debt, fleeting assets, and a constant treadmill of working to pay for past choices rather than strategically building for the future. The challenge is to rewire our brains, to embrace the discomfort of delayed gratification, and to see every dollar as a potential future asset, not just a means to satisfy an immediate craving. So, how do you apply this? First, ruthlessly audit your spending. Identify every outflow of cash that isn't absolutely essential. Could you cook more meals at home? Could you use public transport more often? Could you wait to buy that new gadget? Every dollar you don't spend is a dollar you can invest. Second, set clear, ambitious savings goals that aren't just for a down payment, but for long-term capital accumulation. Aim to save at least 20–30% of your income, if not more. Third, educate yourself on simple, effective investment strategies. Low-cost index funds, diversified portfolios, or if you're an entrepreneur, reinvesting profits back into your business to fuel growth. And finally, cultivate patience. Wealth building is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be slow periods, there will be setbacks, but consistency and discipline over time will always win. Imagine the freedom that comes from knowing your money isn't just sitting there, but it's actively working for you, growing, compounding, and building a secure future for you and your loved ones. This isn't about hoarding money. It's about strategically deploying it to create an abundant life, free from financial stress. It's about understanding that the biggest secret to building wealth isn't a complex stock algorithm or a lucky break, but rather the quiet, consistent power of patient accumulation, a lesson understood and mastered by generations in China. This isn't just about building a bigger bank account, it's about building resilience, creating options, and truly owning your future. It's about adopting a mindset where frugality is a superpower and patience is your most valuable asset. The wealthy families in China didn't get there by chance. They got there by mastering this principle, by building strong foundations, and by understanding that the greatest rewards come to those who play the long game. If you're ready to learn how to apply these powerful concepts to your own life and start building serious wealth, click the video on your screen now to discover the next crucial step.